Hi guys and welcome to the That New Mommy Project Runway recap. You may have noticed, or maybe you have not, you should subscribe so you know. I didn't do the Project Runway Season 15 recap because honestly the season bored me. Right off the first episode, it was like, nah. There was a couple of designers that I liked, but I sort of knew who was going to win. It was between Laurent and the blonde girl who actually did end up winning. If you haven't seen the season, I spoiled it for you. Sorry. But then this season, I said I'm not going to do any previews like I did for the season 14 recap. I watched all the previews before Meet the Designers. I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to see everything as it was, like as they're airing it, with nothing to expect. And actually, I was pretty impressed. There's actually a couple of things that I did want to talk about. Before I get started, though, I do want to let you know I haven't done a couple videos in a while because I was busy. Yeah, I was working on a little project, and I have the project with me right now. So if you see a little shaking and moving. It's the project the project that I worked on. It reminds me of the one of the first videos that I did that I had to take a break, and then I was joined by a guest, and so I have another guest here. He's actually pretty quiet, so hopefully he'll stay that way. Let's get started. So, um, as the episode starts, you know how they do, like, oh, coming up, or this season on Project Runway. So clothes wise, it was a lot more interesting than what I saw last season for season 15. 15. Yeah, season 15. I didn't see the portfolios, but I did like what they showed. And sometimes when they show the designers that they're talking or they're presenting them or whatever, they show some designs that the designers have done before. So there were a couple there that were interesting. Um, But as I said, I didn't see the portfolios. I do want to say the designers first. Let me run this down real quick. We have Kenya, 37, from Atlanta, Georgia. Aaron, 23, from Ridgewood, New York. Batani, 32, from Inglewood, California. Cha Cha, whose real name is Vincent, 24, from Taipei, Taiwan. Oh, by the way, Batani's gorgeous work, and she herself was gorgeous. I loved her. Michael, 25, from Oakland, California. Putsanai, 32, from Atlanta, Georgia. If I killed that name, I apologize. Ayana, 27, from Salt Lake City, Utah. The previous Project Runway winner was also from Utah, I believe. Amy, 46, from Los Angeles, California. Brandon, 24, from San Francisco, California. Brandon, right off the bat, he's saying he's all menswear. He's a menswear designer, which I believe it was Santel and Aaron were also menswear designers. But Brandon's like, oh, I'm just a menswear designer. He had only done one woman's design before, so I'm like, he's a little worried about it. When the episode starts, and it's like, well, then why did you audition for Project Runway, which is mostly women's designs? But whatever. And what they showed, his designs, they were cool. So I did find those interesting. So right now, right as I'm watching it, I'm liking Brandon. Samantha, 36, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Kentaro, 38, from Los Angeles, California. Margarita, 30, from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yay! Deontay, 36, from Linwood, Massachusetts. Claire and Sean, 27, from Grand Ledge. What is it, Michigan? I'll tell you about them in a second. Centel, 33, from New York, New York. Now Margarita, they show Margarita. She's talking to the camera. She's from Puerto Rico, and she just starts crying. And I'm like, loca, come on now. Show just started. Don't tell me you're gonna be the one that cries. I don't do well with the crying. So, okay, so Claire and Sean, they are these twins from Grand Ledge, Michigan. And if I messed that up, sorry. So they walk in, when the designers they show up. There's a little cocktail, whatever, and they're just name dropping. And I'm like, I don't know about these girls. And you okay? All right. And the way they talk, they have a way of talking which they try to talk very proper, and it just comes out as fake. I mean, Tim can do it because Tim is awesome. But these girls, I don't know. I don't like it just looks so fake and I hate that. Anyways, so Amy, excuse me, Amy's a professor and she's like, "Ah, I don't think this is gonna be that hard. And I'm sitting here like, girl, I'll see you out by episode 5, if not before, because people go in with that attitude sometimes, and those people are the ones that are like, yeah, we don't like, because you know how Nina, I know I said Nina, how they all could be Nina, Zach, and Heidi. So, like I said, they're at the cocktail. This awesome looking bus rolls in, and I'm like, I need one of those. I mean, I don't have a car, but I need one of those. And Tim and Heidi, they just come out. And obviously, of course, immediately it's the first challenge, and they're like, oh, it's like, do you watch the show? Yeah. So, of course, it's your signature look. So, the first challenge is create a red carpet look that showcases who you are as a designer. So then Heidi's like, I remember that here you have the expected and unexpected. We have the first surprise. And they're like, oh, and Brandon's over here freaking out already. You know, he's like, oh my God, I got to do this design. So when she says that they have a surprise, the models start coming out off the bus also. And, you know, the first couple of models, there's like your normal Project Runway models. And then these girls start getting taller and shorter and thicker and thinner. And I'm like, carajo, about time. It's awesome. They're like all sizes, they have curves. And then Tim says that this season is going to be with models of all sizes. And I'm over here like, yes, damn it, it's about time because the way things are going today, you know, people need to get over their shit. Sorry, yeah, I cussed, you know, you should know it by now. So so the models are gonna range from size 2 to 22. Now, as I said, some have curves here, 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 here. They're like every, and these women are all gorgeous. So, you know, Brandon is scared. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Brandon is scared shitless. Like, he's like, oh my God, I've only done one. I've never really designed for women, so now I have to design for a large woman, and he doesn't know what to do. And it's like, dude, if you can only design for a size 2, then you can't design. You know, you need to be able to design to all shapes of sizes. You know, women. If women is your thing, men is your thing, and both. If you're gonna freaking audition for Project Runway, you should at least do women. So they start assigning the models, right? And Brendan gets this gorgeous curvy girl, and and he's freaking the f out, and I'm just like, pendejo, come on. Um, so it's like I really want to see this runway now because they're all like, oh, okay, what am I gonna do? Woman, blah 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 blah. Something new also that they have is the models get confessionals. They have these models in a room with a mirror, cameras behind the mirror, and they're just, you know, talking straight to the camera. And I really like that. We also get to see some glimpse of what's going on backstage. I actually like that too. So I really hope that they keep up with these changes. And I hope that from now on, Project Runway is going to be keeping to having models that are 2 to 22 and not go back to your regular, you know, your regular Project Runway models. So I'm like I said, I'm loving these changes, and I just hope they keep them. So they're back in the workroom, and I immediately noticed that the wall is huge. So Brandon, he's having a tough time, you know. And at first he was pissing me off, but then by the time they get to the workroom and I start listening to him, I start feeling bad for the guy. I really do. You know, I'm like, you know what? Now I want you to knock it out of the park. Something that I noted here, I did want to say something that Ayana, she says, I don't have any personal feelings towards awarding as long as a plus sized model isn't seen as a problem sized model. I love that. It's like, oh, Ayana, you go, girl. It was, I just thought that was awesome that she said that. So, okay, so then, you know, they start designing. Tim walks in for the critique. Estamos bien, Pepe. Yeah. And so Tim gave good critiques to Kenya. Also to Amy, Erin, Samantha, Kutsanaya, Yana. I think it was a good critique. And Deontay, he doesn't, he doesn't like Big Prince, but he liked what Deontay was doing. He gave questionable critique to Genturo, Margarita, Cha Cha, and Michael Santel, Batani, and Brandon. So now I'm feeling bad for Brandon because, again, you're freaking too much. It's a woman's square show. Okay, so the models come in. And Samantha's model's name is Katie, and she's worried about looking matronly. And she's, I mean, yeah, she looked matronly. She had not every right, but like I totally understood why she felt that way. But Tani's model, Jasmine, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Liris, Lyris, I don't know, as in Spanish, which is Brandon's model. She's very worried about Brandon because Brandon is seriously freaking out. And she's like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know what this guy's going to do. Christina, which was Sean's model, she loved what Sean did for her. I found it like, okay. I mean, they didn't really look red carpet. I mean, not even for the VMAs. And the VMAs is when you can go crazy with your red carpet look. And Monique, she loved Deontay's look, and I'm actually liking Deontay's look too. I was like, I don't know, that looks kind of cute, but you need to see it walking. So the models, they left, they finished up their design. Then the models came, and they got dressed. So they went in, and they did their confessionals. Then they went to the runway, where they find, Heidi, Zach, Tim with his Tim Gum Save, and the guest judge for episode 1 is Olivia Munn. I actually like Olivia Munn. So let's run it. You have, as they were coming out, we have Kenya, who, by the way, I like the dress. Kenya seems cool, but Kenya's a crier. Oh, Kenya. I think it's going to be between her and Margarita. Quick second. Okay, I'm back. So, as I was saying, Kenya's the crier. Then coming down the runway, we had Kutsarai. Ayana, it's super cute, but it's gray. I don't know. Then we have Sean, which again, not even. I mean, the VMAs, it's crazy for the red carpet, but I don't know. I don't like it. No me gusta. And it's not personal, I mean, I don't like her, but no. Batani's, again, it's that color gray, and this thing that she has running down the back. I mean, first of all, the lace isn't even tied down. It's not even stitched down or whatever. But this thing running down her back is like, Then Claire, I don't know if it's appropriate for a red carpet. I mean, it is her signature design, her signature look. But, and again, I don't know if it's with the model, but she looks washed out, so don't like that either. Then we have Brandon, and it's like, oh, dude, seriously, you did better than I thought you would. Yay, Brandon! You relax, right? I'm thinking because and she loved it. Ladies loved her look, so and so he did a good job. Yay! Cha Cha. I mean, maybe if the sleeves were thinner and whatever this was just like thrown away, maybe I could have been like, okay. So Amy's jacket turns into, her jacket turns into a skirt. So I'm like, okay, the professor, maybe she'll make it past episode 5. Maybe episode 6. Okay, and then after Amy we had Sandel, which I just Bjork. Then was Quintaros, which was actually kind of neat. Deontay's is gorgeous. Oh my god, so gorgeous. I loved it. Then after Deontay, it was Michael's. It was cool. It's cool, but again, for a red carpet, I don't know. VMA. I mean, if it doesn't look red carpety, then like I'll immediately go to VMAs, which is I love the VMA red carpet. And then I'm wondering, does it even fit that? That's how I do it. Aaron, it's the same thing that happened with Amy's. Like the pants, they were interesting. Not sure how I feel about it, but the pants were interesting. Um, Samantha's is so nice. It is so nice, but her model is so young, and it just aged her. It's like, ooh. Maybe if it was in a different color, because the black. I mean, she looked like she was going for a funeral. I'm not gonna lie. And Margarita's logo. I mean, logo. I guess it was not. I guess. Excuse me again. Okay, so Runway's finished, and my top three and bottom three. So my top three are Kenya, Cantaro, and Deontay, with Deontay winning. My bottom three are Claire, Santel, Margarita, Malavia, and with Claire being out. So they start calling out the designers who stayed, but whatever. And so it ends up being that the top are Kenya, Deontay, and Brandon. And the low were, oh my God, Batali Sean, which, you know, and Cha Cha. When Heidi's talking to Cha Cha, it was amazing. I'm like, I felt for Cha Cha. I'm like, oh, Heidi, I love Heidi. So okay, so what happened was that Batani, she covered up her model, and Nina called her out on it. Nina was like, she used camouflage, and she used her design to camouflage the model's body compared to another designer that used this design to enhance it. And this designer, she called him on, she's like Brandon, and I'm like, go Brandon. I was so pissed at you in the beginning, but now I'm not. So I was very happy for Brandon. Brandon was, the way that he was in the beginning, and then he's like, okay, fine. So they go in for the closer look. Okay, what happened? While they were on stage, Heidi said to Batani, are you hiding something with this thing running down her model's back? And she's like, no, no, no. Dude, why do you do that? You know they're going to go in for closer looks. Went in for closer looks, and Heidi was like, let me see. And she found like this gaping hole. Obviously, she was hiding it, but she said, no, don't just say, yes, I messed up, and I just did this to hide. Don't lie. So it doesn't make you look good. So that was funny. Mm, mm, mm. The win, everybody gets back, everybody comes back, whatever. Who wins? Beyonce. So I was like, oh, wait, that's the one I just win. La pegué. Never do that, but so then they start calling them back, so they can leave. And Claire was super scared for Sean, but Sean was safe. I mean, please, when either of them gets, because they're not gonna make it to the end together. First of all, they're not gonna make it to the end, and if they do, it's not gonna be together. So I don't know what they're gonna do when one of them gets eliminated. So the last two left on stage are Batani and Cha Cha. And they decided that Cha Cha was the one to go home. And at first I felt bad, and then I'm like, I don't really feel bad about it, because I mean, oh. And then they were like, oh, this My Little Pony. I'm like, no, don't diss My Little Pony like that. Rarity would never design something like that. So this is the thing with this season. Usually I dislike more than half of the designers, and I'll like make a select few. But this time, a lot of the designers I found them kind of impressive with what I saw on the show and the bits and pieces that they showed of their portfolios. So I am looking forward to this season a lot more than I looked forward to last season. Not gonna lie, last season, those last couple of episodes, I kind of like pushed myself to watch them because I wasn't really motivated. But I'm actually impressed with this season so far. First episode, it's like, oh, Project Runway's looking up from last season. I did see, like I said, the coming up in this season of Project Runway, and some drama goes down. I don't know if it was Kentaro or something, and then Tim talking to the camera and whatnot. So, kind of looking forward to that. But how impressed was I with this season so far? I'm doing the recaps again. So there you go. He has hiccups. It's so funny. Um, but yeah, I would love to know what you thought of this first. So funny. He has, I don't know if you guys can hear. He has it so funny. Of this first episode. Are you impressed? Does it look? Yeah, with one episode, does it look better than last season? Thank you guys for watching. Please comment on what you thought about this episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next Project Runway recap. Oh no, still he still has hiccups. Bye guys.